Welcome back, everyone. It's now time for part 2. We got through 14 clues at the end of the first part. Look at the tongue there. I'm currently in the lead with $1,100. Not a so-so start. Let's see if I can keep it going. I do have the lead, by the way. Let's go with Kids Books for 300. Reading his saga could become a hobbit. It's J.R.R. Tolkien.
You are correct.
Kids Book for 400. She's Carolyn Keene's sleuthing teen. Carol rings in. Oh, Nancy Drew, of course.
You are correct.
Alright, so Carol's at 600. What's the name 500? State whose name comes from the coupling of its founder's name with the Latin word for trees. With the Latin word for trees. Oh boy. Oh, of course, Pennsylvania. Duh.
You are correct.
I probably should have known that one. It was kind of on the tip of my tongue. I just did not want to risk it. World Politics for 200. While Outer Mongolia is a separate nation, Inner Mongolia belongs to this country. Carol rings in, but she doesn't know.
Sorry.
I'm afraid I don't know this. Elaine rings in. She doesn't know either.
Sorry. No, the correct response.
Oh, China. Now is the time for that one. Said China in part 1. World Politics 300. Spain recently ended its blockade of this last remaining colony in Europe. Let's see if Elaine knows. Nope.
Sorry.
She's down to 100. Carol rings in. Oh, Gibraltar.
You are correct.
Alright. World Politics 400. No nation in history has come as far as fast this country says of itself in its ads. Let's see if Elaine knows. Oh, Saudi Arabia. I started thinking that as soon as she rang in, but it was too late.
You are correct.
Alright. World Politics 500. New Caledonia, with 25% of the world's nickel supply, revolted against this country. Elaine rings in. She doesn't know.
Sorry.
Carol rings in. Oh, France.
You are correct.
That means that Carol just gave herself the lead. Congress 300. Well, there's the Daily Double. $500. The length and years of a senator's term. 6. Congress 400. Treason, bribery, and other high crimes and misdemeanors are all grounds for this. Carol rings in. She doesn't know.
Sorry.
Elaine rings in. She doesn't know.
Sorry.
Oh no, the tables have turned. Elaine's now in the hole. And Carol's in first.
Know the correct response?
Impeachment. Broadway 100. 4-letter play about 9 live creatures. Well, I'm finally gonna get a clue. Cats.
You are correct.
Uh-huh. Kids books for 500. She blossomed into adult literature with Wifey in 1978. And see if Elaine can get herself out of the hole. She will. Judy Bloom.
You are correct.
Okay, so Elaine's on the plus side, it's 100. Broadway for 200. This show, where the underworld can meet the elite, ran for over 3,400 performances. I'm going to say a chorus line.
Sorry.
Now, maybe it's 42nd Street. I always get the ones mixed up. Carol rings in, it is 42nd Street.
You are correct.
The way this is playing, my run could be short-lived. Congress 500. The first was a 9-year-old boy appointed by Webster and Clay. Orator?
Sorry.
No. I know if you look up the word in the dictionary, you'll see a picture of Daniel Webster. Elaine rings in. A page.
You are correct.
I don't get it. Broadway 300. Nickname of the American Theater Wing's Antoinette Perry Award. The Tony.
You are correct.
Yes. That's a big relief. 400. Two-time Academy Award winner who reprised Little Foxes in 1980. Elizabeth Taylor.
You are correct.
Yeah. Now the last clue. 4 years after the film version came out in 1985, this musical is still running on Broadway. I think now might be the time for a chorus line.
You are correct.
It is. So at the end of the Jeopardy round, I'm in a tie for the lead with Carol at 2,000, and Elaine's on the board with $600.
Double Jeopardy.
And after I find some good categories, we're going to stop.
You are the category.
The Bible, opera, mammals, potpourri, science, and for the kids. These categories I'll take, and I'll see you guys for part 3.